My journey started with CII more than a decade ago when our organization took up the membership of CII in Andhra Pradesh. And since 2005, I've been the honor and privilege of being elected by the members of CII to the State Council consistently year after year. And the last 2 years for me personally at CII, Andhra Pradesh, was very special, very important, because very memorable, since I was asked to be the vice chair of the state of Andhra Pradesh under Jay Galla of Amara Raja Batteries. And when it was my turn to take over the chairpersonship of the state, then it was none other than Ashok who was chosen to be the vice chair during that year, 2000. Ashok and I have gone around the whole state of Andhra Pradesh together. Kannan, of course, our director from CII, has always been there, a great support. The office of CII here in Andhra Pradesh, our zones in Vijayawada and Visakhapatnam. We've had any number of activities. We've had road shows, we've had membership drives, very, very unique programs that we could do together. And with Ashok, I never had, it was always like this, very friendly and not at all very informal. And to the extent that now I keep addressing him as my brother. So that is how that rapport and relationship with Ashok has been for me. Very, very special indeed. I know Hyderabad and May and the month of May and 43 and 44 is not the great time of the year to have occasions like this, but nevertheless we wanted to march ahead with the objectives and the goals that we had set out to achieve. And I'm just back from Bangalore. Yesterday I was in Bangalore and it was like 32 degrees out there, and I'm like, can I stay back in Bangalore and have Vanita do this here today for Andhra Pradesh? But I said, no, this is my home state and I have to be back here. And I wanted to be here with all of you this afternoon, and I thank each and every one of you for being here with us for CII Andhra Pradesh and for the Indian Women Network. For all the state office bearers and all the panelists who have, some of them whom I had to pick up the phone call and literally do a little bit of arm twisting to be here on the panel. I thank you all so much, because we had some last minute, a couple of them couldn't take up the role of being a panelist. So thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, because I know Ashok is here, and most importantly, we have friends from the media as well who have come here to grace this occasion for us and be here with us. Kind of work. And we here in Andhra Pradesh, I remember in January of this year, in 2013, partly with the Andhra Pradesh Judicial Academy, and they had, the violence against women, the sexual violence against women and harassment against women under the our team at the Women Empowerment Panel headed by Vanita, and all the other members of the panel extensively contributed and made recommendations to the AP Judicial Academy. And this was something that has brought us a little bit of recognition that for the first time in the country, that an initiative of that manner was done, and we at CII had participated in that. So this again goes to show the amount of where CII comes from, basically. For us to have looked at why we need an organization for women, especially those of us who are in the workforce, we looked at several other organizations. Some of them have been benchmarked here, and those of them on the slide. You can very well see the Council of Women Leaders, Washington, DC, the Federation of the Asia Pacific Women's Association, the Soroptimists International, the Women Achievers Association, the National Commission of Women in India, and several others have been looked at and studied in depth before we could we came to this kind of a conclusion. I would like to quote our immediate past chairman from the southern region of CII, Mr. G.V. Sanjay Reddy. He is not a stranger to this city and state. Today, 30% of workforce in organizations comprises women, but they still don't have an appropriate forum to discuss issues that are relevant to them. Through Indian Women Network, we hope to provide a platform for women to discuss issues and opportunities at workplaces and learn from each other's experiences. We hope that in time to come, IWIN will become the voice of Indian career women. I unquote, this is G.V. Sanjay Reddy for us. In fact, it was, I would give the credit to Mr. Sanjay Reddy because IWIN owes its birth, this is his brainchild. So I thank Sanjay for his support and his mentorship at being at the very top of this. The next person on my presentation here is the chairman of the CII Southern Region, Mr. Santanam, and he's also the president of Flat Glass South Asia, Egypt, and managing director St. Gobain Glass India Limited. I quote, "Career counseling and training our future women professionals must begin at the very foundation, and as a result, a network support like IWIN is the need of the hour. IWIN opens membership to not only women professionals, but also for women students to be better prepared for the professional world," unquote. So here are two exceptional men who have lent a great hand of support and guidance and mentorship for us at the regional level to take IWIN up in the southern region. And I would also like to acknowledge that the Indian Women Network has first been started from the southern region of the Confederation of Indian Industry. It was unbelievable. We worked together consistently month after month, meeting at Chennai. And Bhairavi again is also from the western region, Ranjani Sheshadri from TCS, Rani Murli Lakshmi group of institutions, and Gayatri is from the UCAL group of companies from Chennai. So these are, I mean, exceptionally wonderful contributions that we could share and develop and debate and dialogue and eventually conceptualize the creation of IWIN. CII had also gone about conducting a survey, and we brought, which put forth a lot of inputs that were very helpful to us. Primarily, what stood out for us was the inputs that the survey itself brought and told us in terms of what are the areas that we need to be focused on. It's not alone in this quest, but a part of the community and a network of like-minded women from across the society. The color maroon was chosen because it was favored by most of us women and is a color that stands for power and a strong will. Creative cells, which are often referred to as a gray matter, was the reason behind the shade of grays being chosen in the background. So that is Indian Women Network for you ladies.